Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, November 10th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I just had one of those moments yesterday. Thanksgiving is less than 2 weeks away, and I still need to order up a turkey. All right, we do have some news, so we better get into it, shall we? Cezanne Jewelers on Maryland Avenue was robbed yesterday, and the thieves got away with more than $100,000 worth of merchandise. The Annapolis police were called to the store at 2 a.m. yesterday for a burglary. Officers did find the front door smashed. A witness from a nearby apartment said that they saw a gray sedan on the street and two people inside the store stealing merchandise. The driver of the car sounded older. I'm not quite sure how that was determined, but he was yelling for the two to hurry up. The suspects were slim, and one was wearing a Nike hoodie with dark clothing. They did leave the scene. Up in Odenton, a woman was carjacked at gunpoint in the Odenton Shopping Center. According to the Anne Arundel County Police, on Wednesday night, just before 10 p.m., the 30-year-old female was walking to her car when she was approached by an armed male suspect who demanded the keys to her car, a black 2021 Hyundai Elantra. She complied, and the suspect fled. The suspect is only described as a black male wearing a black hoodie. Junket to the Netherlands has raised the ire of Facebook. A lot of people are not happy about the city taking such a large contingent on this trip, and many have pointed out that it may indeed be a violation of the city code, as 5 members of the council are attending, so that makes a quorum. And when that happens, it needs to be advertised as a meeting, and it also needs to be open to the public. I wonder if they have any room on that plane for us all. And we did learn that Alderwoman Karma O'Neill from Ward 2 is actually paying her own way and will be using her stipend, which is provided to attend the MACO conference in Ocean City, as well as her own funds to attend. And for those wondering, they are all flying coach. And today we do. Annapolis will have free parking options downtown this holiday season. So right now, make sure that you have that Parkmobile app on your phone. And this app is the one that they decided to use for this holiday period. Street parking. You can get 2 free hours using the code PARKDTA on that app. Additional hours are on you. For the Hillman Garage, it's only 1 free hour with the PARKDTA code, and then the rest will be on you. Now, there are some pitfalls that you need to be aware of. The main one is that you need to pay in advance everywhere. And if you are parked beyond your paid time, you can expect a $50 fine. You also need to be aware that the cost to park differs across the city, ranging from $2 to $4 per hour. Also, the city recently extended the enforcement hours to 8:30 p.m. And finally, many of the side streets that used to allow unmetered 2 hours free parking are no longer free. They are, quote, enforced, unquote, with signs and a zone code. So if you do not see a meter or a kiosk in the area, be sure to look for a zone sign and pay for that parking via the Parkmobile app. Confusing? Absolutely. I long for the days when they put red bags over the meters and open the gates in the garages too. Let's look at some events for you this weekend. This is the second weekend of the second annual Jazz and Roots Festival, and this runs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at various locations, mostly in Eastport, including St. Luke's Episcopal Church, Eastport United Methodist Church, and the Eastport Library. It's also the final weekend for Art Between the Creeks at Backyard Boats in Eastport. It features the work of about 20 artists, all working in Eastport, which is between the creeks, spa and back. Get it? It's free, it'll run through Sunday, and really is a lot of fun, so do stop in. Sports. Navy takes on the University of Alabama, Birmingham on Saturday at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. That's at 3:30 p.m. And it's also the Veterans Classic over at Alumni Hall for your basketball lovers. The games will honor U.S. veterans, and it will be back-to-back games, Navy versus Temple, and then again, College of Charleston versus Duquesne. The Compass Rose Theater kicks off their next production on Friday at Maryland Hall, INU. It's a 2-man play about college classmates and the need for being connected. Friday and Saturday shows are at 8 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. And Veterans Day is Saturday and recognized today. Before the mayor takes off for Europe, he will offer some words at a ceremony at City Dock at 11 a.m., followed by a short parade and a drill team performance. This is really a moving ceremony, and if you can make it down, please stop by. But if you do see a veteran, be sure to thank them. A lot of choices for you this weekend. Good luck. And the weather does look decent as well. I might even try to get a bike ride in. Canines and Crosstreks, we had two little pups on, Layla, a mini pom, and Coda, a terrier mix. You want to listen to our spot now and then check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon for our irresistible photos and get all the information on how you can adopt them. That brand spanking new daily newsletter that features only the top local news stories of the day. We send it out to your email inbox at 7 p.m. every single night. Yes, that is 365 days a year, all without a paywall. It's perfect for keeping up with the weekend's news since we do not do a DNB on Saturday or Sunday. And here's a link right here in the show notes. And please share it with your friends. Business Spotlight, we speak with John Shukarov from Uzbekistan, who is building an empire in Glen Burnie, all off of the $200 he had in his pocket when he emigrated. And that's it. Now it's time just to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world, and if we do, please leave a review somewhere or tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Scout Molly's, and Alpha Engineering. It is Friday, the weekend's here, and now it's time just to say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, and keep shopping local. Other than that, we're going to see you on Monday. Now hang tight because George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecast weather report you'll find, and of course, Canines and Crosstreks, so do hang around for that. All that's coming your way in just a minute.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, November 10th. Yesterday was awesome out across the Annapolis region, but we'll take a step or two backwards today through early next week before sunshine and nicer temps return again later next week. Look for mostly cloudy skies today with a few rain showers with chilly highs in the lower mid-50s, with sunshine returning tomorrow for Veterans Day with highs tomorrow around 55 degrees, ahead of cooler highs Sunday only around the 50-degree mark, with cold mornings each morning Saturday through Monday with temps in the 30s. In the expectation for next week is plenty of sunshine each day through Thursday or Friday with highs in the mid or upper 50s Monday through Wednesday, followed by a return of 60s Thursday and Friday. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Advanced illness decisions aren't always easy. Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, wants you to know you do have a choice over who provides care, what type of care, and when and where your loved one receives that care. Learn more at hospicechesapeake.org.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
Well, we've got good news this week with Canines and Crosstreks, because I was scoping out the SPCA's Facebook page and I see that Marigold and Dahlia went home together.
Good.
Yeah.
We were so excited. And you know what's so funny is right before they got this amazing app, we started thinking, gosh, should we separate them? Because, you know, they had been
Well, that's
here a
when
little
we were in
while.
Annapolis
Right.
Subaru. It was like, well, they can go together, but it'd be really cool if they went, or they can go
right.
separately, but it'd be really cool.
So glad they went together.
I know. So we were
awesome.
thrilled. We get this wonderful application and they are home having fun, and we didn't have to separate them.
Did they
So that's
change their
amazing.
names?
No, so far they hadn't. So I don't know
Okay.
if as they, get acquainted, they
Well,
might.
I did post the picture we had with them with the costumes over
Oh,
at
that's
Annapolis
perfect.
Subaru
That's great.
as a comment
Nice.
on there, and they were like, "Oh, that's so cool." So
Yeah,
it's
really good.
At what point, when would you suggest not changing
Their
name?
names?
Yeah.
Well, what we always suggest is a lot of people, we always have like pet names for our dogs. You know what I mean? Like my dog probably has like 5 names that I say, around the house and stuff. So you want to keep them as they're getting to know you. You want to call them by their name. So that way they learn to come to you and things like that, because that's what they're used to. And then little by little, you can kind of add other names in.
Okay.
But
Okay.
initially you definitely want to keep it as they know each other.
Consistent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's the name of this little creature that's running around the
This
conference
is
table?
Layla, and she is just the cutest little thing. So she's kind of like a toy Pomeranian.
Okay.
And we believe she is very poofy, and we believe she's 6 years old. That's when she was surrendered. That's what we were told. And it looks like she had really bad fleas. As you can tell, she has a lot of hair, fur missing and stuff. So we're treating her for that. And obviously we're going to do a bunch of blood work and make sure everything's good for her. But she's super friendly. I've been riding around with her and we've all been kind of carrying her around, and she's sweet as can be and friendly.
And how long has she been around?
She's only been here 3 days.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. So she's a newbie.
She's probably an ideal guest for the Canines and Crosstreks, because I see the 2 house cats
Are bigger?
Like, they're here. They're like, hey, this looks like me.
That's right. And she's smaller than them. The rest of them they're usually running from. But yeah, she, as you can see, she's very friendly and sweet and pretty. Isn't she a pretty girl?
She does have a
So
great
pretty.
face, and
I
she's 6 years old, so she's
Yeah.
got rid of all those little puppy antics.
Yes, that's right.
Do you have any idea whether is she a good family dog, or
So
I know
far-
I know a lot of the toys typically are not good for
Yeah, it
little
kind of
kids.
just depends. So far, being around all of us, she's been okay. She hasn't shown any
Aggressions or
I don't
snaps
really say
or
aggression about something this small, but still.
No
yeah.
sassiness.
Yeah, she hasn't been too sassy or feisty or anything. So
snapping turtles are small too. Okay,
they're
so
small
let's
too, see? Yeah,
size has nothing to do with it.
that's right.
Attitude has
It's
everything.
all about the attitude.
Well, hopefully somebody will come in and adopt her.
Then we're going to bring another dog in here in a little bit.
Ooh,
Really?
Yeah, so we're going to have 2 today.
that's called a teaser. Oh, I told you last week, Billy, that we had a listener that called and said they were going to buy a Subaru.
Yeah.
And they did.
Awesome.
And he went in. And I said, "What color did you get?" He said, "Pull me over red." I said, "I don't think that's an official Subaru color, but okay, I know what you mean."
Yeah.
Is that a fact, though? Do you think red cars do get pulled over more often?
I don't know if that's still the case. I mean, I don't know. When we were talking about, size doesn't really
Yes.
matter with dogs. I don't know if color really matters with dogs. I think it's driving habits or
the
cars.
attitude.
It's the
Yeah, it's
attitude and the driver.
That's right. See, same thing with the car color.
Saw that Travis Pastrana came and picked up a new car over the weekend.
He did. He was in on Tuesday and picked up a new WRX. And,
Blues.
Yep. Brought in his 2 daughters and his wife, and they spent probably more time than they were planning on spending there. And it didn't have anything to do with the transaction or him picking up the car. It had everything to do with his daughters being obsessed with our dogs that are in the showroom.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so the two puppies that we have there that are both animals of two staff members, they were obsessed with
That's
them,
so
and
fun.
it was a lot of fun.
Yay.
So yeah, he's such a great guy. He came in and signed some stuff for our staff members and brought in some stuff to give away. So super nice guy, and couldn't be prouder that he represents
awesome.
Subaru the way that
That's
he does.
what you love to hear.
And Annapolis
That's great.
comes to buy a
That's
car.
right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Shops local. See?
Yeah, I took the picture. It was a very strategic location, so had to get an Annapolis Subaru in
That's
the back.
perfect.
Product
That's
placement
right.
in the back, sure.
You have to.
Couldn't be nicer people. I mean,
That's
just
great.
wonderful family.
That's so
really
great.
are.
Hey, how was Casa?
Casa was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a great turnout.
How was the MC?
Raised a bunch of money. The MC was like, started off okay. Then I think he may have had a few cocktails, but no.
And got better.
Yeah, got better. No, it was a lot of fun. The band was great. Sly 45.
They're awesome.
All the auction items were wonderful. The lead singer is a Subaru customer of ours.
Oh.
So, yeah, really wonderful event to benefit a great organization for the abused and neglected children of Arundel County. So, very worthy cause to go and spend some money.
Kelly, I got a question for you. I saw on your Facebook page that you were looking for like newspaper.
Yes.
To pad the kennels and pad the cages. Is that what it is?
We put them at the bottom of the cages.
And that's just newsprint newspaper, right? You don't want like the shiny
It's
stuff.
not for the animals to read, so it's okay.
Right.
It's just for them.
Right.
Kelly's really trying to catch up on her current
That's
event.
But I mean, it's
We
not the
want the
shiny
animals to
paper,
be
right?
smart.
What other like common? I don't want to use the word crap, but I'll use it.
Crap.
Do we have
Animal
it?
shelter, you're gonna use that word.
Do we have at home that you can use? I mean, that just seems like
Right.
we're constantly recycling these newspapers, and you forget about them. Hey, gosh, the SPCA can use them, and I know that there's been some towels and stuff like that. But I mean, what is the types of things that we may have, or maybe looking to get rid of, that the puppies and kittens can use?
Well, things that they can use or the things we can use to help them. Obviously, any cleaning supplies, paper towels, paper, colored paper or white paper. Those are all the things that we use for adoptions and things that we have to. We used to use a lot of the shredded paper, and unless it's the big shreds,
Okay.
you have to be careful because the puppies will eat it then. So,
Okay.
like if it's the small little shreds
Right.
and everything.
What about cardboard?
Cardboard, we're okay on cardboard.
Okay.
And then we also we use puppy paper, which is kind of like the crab. When you go to eat crabs, it's that brown paper.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
And we usually put that down at the bottom when the puppies are in a pen and stuff. So those, not that you have that hanging around.
Right.
Rolls of brown paper at your house. We need them. But those are the things that a lot of people are only thinking about pet supplies, but there may be something, in your house that we can use that don't relate to animals, but obviously we're a business.
Well, who's our second guest?
Okay, well, I'm going to go grab. It'll be a surprise.
Oh, geez. Oh, my goodness.
You are a cutie. And who is this?
This is Coda with a C.
This is a dog that is going to be perfect for any family.
Yeah.
Go that way. Go play with them.
Coda.
He's sizing it up, man. He's going to try to jump over.
What a beauty. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Coda.
And he's very small. He's petite. He's almost like,
He's like a little mini something.
yeah, there's like some, maybe
Mini
some,
lassie or a mini. Okay, stop biting.
maybe some
Dog
chihuahua
puppy.
in it. I mean, the body's not very big.
He's kind of got like a little body of like an Aussie or something, doesn't he? I mean, especially.
Yeah, and as I look at it now, it looks really thin, almost like a Italian greyhound kind of.
Yeah.
One of the racing dogs.
Yeah, I bet
What's your mix?
you put him off leash and let him go. He'll run like like the wind.
I'm going to lose him on one of my walks.
So what's Coda's story? He got surrendered?
Coda was surrendered to us probably a little less than a week ago.
Okay.
He's 8 months old, and we have him as a black and brown terrier mix, but he kind of has like a little bit of a...
That's like a mystery. You should guys do.
Who's your daddy? We have to do a Who's Your Daddy test on him.
You need to do a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a cross between like Jerry Springer, where you like find out who the daddy is. Okay,
Maury Povich.
and we do some DNA tests.
You cannot start with Jerry Springer.
Cherry.
That'd be a great TV show. Guess the
breed.
Guess the breed.
Let's do it.
Roll it out to a DNA sample and come on back and see who wins.
That would be fun for kids too, to be able to guess the breed.
Oh, that totally would. Give them like a dog, like
Yeah.
an AKC guide, and say,
Yeah.
okay, well, what?
And what do you think this one is? Oh, he's found. He is just the cutest, isn't he? He's just has
really
so much
is.
energy, has the most beautiful, expressive eyes. Probably going to grow, obviously, a little bit more, but you can see he's kind of got the long legs in the back and everything. So he'll grow into all of that. But he kind of looks like a little mini lassie face. And
He does, and he
Yeah,
wouldn't
right?
need a huge place, but he probably needs some exercise
Yes.
and bit to run.
Yeah.
And probably great with kids too. I imagine he's probably a little bit rough and tumble, even though he's little. Probably can take it.
Yeah, he wants to play, as you can see.
Lights on the bay, you're getting already?
Lights on the bay. We were getting ready. We did our second weekend of unloading all
And
the
you had a good
tractor
weekend for
trailers.
it.
Yes, we did. So we are all unloaded, and most of the show is already up. We're actually running early, which is fabulous. And
Great job.
So yeah, because we've had some really good,
See what happens
easy
when you
days.
stay away, Billy?
That's
Wow.
it. You didn't distract him this year. See what happened?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. So we will be all ready for Lights and Leashes on the 17th and 18th, and then we will be opening that show on the 19th.
Oh, I went to Paul's at
They
the mall
don't care. Pause at the mall.
this past weekend.
You did?
Yeah. No, it was a brief visit.
Oh, it was?
Walked
Okay.
in, walked around, checked out a couple things. Gemma reminded herself not to stick her finger in the cage.
Yeah.
She said, "Where's Spotty?"
Oh.
Yeah. I
Dottie.
said, Dottie. Yeah.
That's right.
Said,
Dottie's living it up
she-
at home.
She long gone.
That's right. Not at your house, right?
Nope, not at my house.
Even though they were
But
begging.
it was crowded though.
Yeah. Yeah. The weekends
You guys
are
get a
crowded.
lot of action there.
They do. Wonderful place to go. Pause at the mall, and that's over by the library on the
That's right.
backside, sort of
Yep.
between the Container Store and Maggiano's.
That's correct.
Is
Yeah.
that
So if
the-
you go in that entrance there between Macy's and Maggiano's, that's the mall entrance we suggest you go through. Yeah.
Awesome. And if you want to go for a Subaru, that would
Yeah.
be at the address that I always forget, but on Old Solomon's Island
149 Old
149
Solomon's Island Road.
Solomon's Island
Yeah.
Road.
We got the get to share the love coming up,
Oh,
Yay.
starting next week, November 16th.
oh, that's right. That's right. And that's $250.
Yep, $250 a car from Subaru of America for new cars, and then we're gonna donate another $150 on top of that per car, and then every oil filter that we sell out of our service department, so every oil change that somebody gets, $5 is going to go to our
The Ullman-
our hometown charity. Yep, the Ullman House, which is going to be great. We're really excited about our partnership with them, and we're gonna have our showroom all decorated for them, and just spreading the awareness and raising the money. I was doing some, been affiliated with the Ullman House for a while now, but was doing some research earlier and was surprised to find out that each year 89,000 young adults are diagnosed with cancer. And the Ullman Foundation is geared towards helping provide support for those young adults.
That's a huge number.
It's a pretty
really
big,
is.
It's a pretty big number, and unfortunately, it's going up. It's not going down. So they're seeing more and more young adults each year that are developing these cancers. So
Wow.
yeah, it's a big number, and we're gonna have some good inventory this year. So we're looking to sell all of it.
Oh, that's
And,
right. That's right. You didn't have that.
We didn't have a whole lot of inventory last year, yeah, but this year is a different story. So we're looking to November 16th through January 2nd. We're gonna do as much as we can to sell as many cars as possible and help as many people out as possible, which then in turns helps out the Ullman Foundation. So
AnnapolisSubaru.com, where you need to go for your cars. You want to go to 149. Did I get it right?
you got it.
Old Solomon's Island Road. Wonderful salespeople. And actually, the listener that had bought the Pull Me Over Red Crosstrek said it was the most incredible, again, experience with the salesperson. Just went,
Nice.
It was real easy to go in. And I think he bought it. He said he bought it for cash, but
Cool.
whatever. And it was, I said, there was no pressure. It was the way to buy a car.
Yeah, we much prefer people to leave thanking us for helping them buy a car than leaving feeling like they got sold something.
Well, you've got to figure yourself as sort of a consultant, and guiding the way, because face it, most of us don't know what's what with the new cars and everything else, and it's a big decision. It's probably the second, third, or fourth most expensive thing you're probably going to buy.
Yeah, and you're going to be in it a lot, so you want to make sure that you're comfortable with all the features. And we actually, once you purchase the vehicle from us, we invite you back in a couple weeks later just to make sure that the salesperson is going to go over everything with you when you buy the car. But after that process, sometimes your brain isn't really like taking everything in.
That's a stressful situation anyway.
Yeah.
You look at it.
Yeah.
And it's like, Oh, what is that little? And I mean, the icons aren't very helpful. Let's be
Sure. So we actually have somebody whose job is to invite our customers back in after a couple weeks. We go over the car with them, and then we give them a $25 gas card. It's called a Love Encore redelivery.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome. And if you are looking to adopt Coda, if you can catch them,
I was just looking for him.
at the SPCA, you can go to AAC SPCA or Layla, who is a cute little mini pom, and are these guys both ready to go now, pretty much?
They're ready to go.
AACSPCA.org, AnnapolisSubaru.com, and we're going to see you guys all next week.
Great. Thank you.
Looking forward to it.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.